daughter was like 90 centimeters. She was small, and I was just towering above her, and I was looking down, and she didn't want to go to bed, so I was pointing at her. If I tell you need to go to bed, you need to listen to me. And I was pointing exactly like my mother always did. Exactly like my mother always did. And she had this unfazed expression, and she says, "No, I don't need to listen to you." And I was just struck in I was flabbergasted, struck in amazement. I was completely quiet. And she broke, let's say she put a crowbar in this belief in me. And I was quiet for, I think, 5 seconds. And I said to her, "You're right. You don't need to listen to me." But that opened up a new floodgate for reflection, because I realized, damn, my parents didn't listen to me. Now my kids don't listen to me. Who's going to listen to me? So I realized, if I don't listen to myself, if I don't listen to my body, my inner workings, etc., then nobody's going to listen to me. Yeah, in that sense, I think kids give a really good mirror to your own potential inner work, if you're able to open up for it. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's challenging, but once you're in the process, there is no way going back.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you feel that kids are bringing up things in your life for you to look at, or are your inner work or something like that?
So I think with my kids, at least what I noticed with myself, is it's very tempting to extend my identity in the form of my kids. So I say to myself, I love my kids more than anything in the world. But there lies the pitfall of me identifying with my kids. Then they are unconsciously, or I'm then unaware that they should also adhere to all my rules in life. And I think my daughter has this really strong sense of autonomy, and she was verbally very capable at a young age. So I think she was close to 2 years old. And I had an argument with her because I think she had to go to bed. Mm-hmm. And the way I was raised, I had to listen. So my parents told me what to do. I had to listen, otherwise there was punishment. So I grew up with this conditioning that I need to follow other people, and my opinion doesn't matter. I'm not being listened to. So from this pain, I had this idea, but I didn't know that up to that moment that I wanted my kids to listen as well, because I had to listen as a kid as well. So
this is something I relate to, by the way. I've had the same thing.
Oh man, this is just one example. I have so many.
Go ahead.
So I still remember the situation. So my daughter was like 90 centimeters. She was small, and I was just towering above her, and I was looking down, and she didn't want to go to bed. So I was pointing at her. If I tell you need to go to bed, you need to listen to me. And I was pointing exactly like my mother always did. Exactly like my mother always did. And she had this unfazed expression, and she says, "No, I don't need to listen to you." And I was just struck in I was flabbergasted, struck in amazement. I was completely quiet. And she broke, let's say she put a crowbar in this belief in me. And I was quiet for, I think, 5 seconds. And I said to her, "You're right. You don't need to listen to me." But that opened up a new floodgate for reflection, because I realized, damn, my parents didn't listen to me. Now my kids don't listen to me. Who's going to listen to me? So I realized, if I don't listen to myself, if I don't listen to my body, my inner workings, etc., then nobody's going to listen to me.
Oh wow,
and
that's a big
and that was so profound. So in that moment, my daughter gave me that feedback, and I put her to bed because I said, okay, you don't need to listen, but if you want, let's go to bed. I'll read your bedtime story. She went up with me because the lesson was learned. The moment was done. I I received what I had to receive, and then from there on, I did a lot of inner workings on listening to people, listening to myself, etc. So that's one example.
Wow, yeah, I think that was very moving to me. Like
Yeah.
especially like listening to yourself.
Mm,
That's an interesting point.
yeah.
I say to my daughter like I told her as well that she doesn't need to listen to me. So now she's often like, I don't need to listen to you. I said, yes, that's true, but there's also consequences,
Exactly.
right? So you don't you have a choice, but it
Yeah.
is consequences if you make a
Exactly.
certain choice, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's so moving, and to hear you say like, I need to listen to me, right?
Mm,
And that's the only thing that's really important, and that change and you know, changing the dynamic basically from always looking outward in your life to start to look inward, right?
yeah.
And start to listen to that, and that doesn't mean that's, and I think there is also, you know, the trap, and I think you're not going through that, but it's just a general trap for people, is when once they become aware of their emotions or their intuition, that they're like, okay, my intuition says this, so now I need to listen to that, right?
Mm,
Or my
mm,
emotion says this, so you shouldn't make me angry, right? So there's this whole thing where people that become aware of deeper layers, they kind of want to optimize themselves by avoiding all these things, instead of knowing that if you really listen to your anger, that there's sadness maybe of a certain kid, or you know, and you yourself, you as a young kid or something like that, that wants to be felt, and then it's gone, right? So
exactly.
listening to yourself is also an automatic cleansing process.
Definitely. Because
But
it's let's say there is this waiting line of feelings and thoughts that still need to be seen and felt. So it's not going away. It stores in your body, as we discussed many times, I think.
yeah,
And this moment with my daughter actually made very, very explicit to me that I can extend my identity to her, but she was at that time luckily so unfiltered that she gave me back exactly what I wanted to know, what I wanted to hear, let's say unconsciously. So I think she broke that the belief in me, or the idea that I can treat her the way I treat other people. And by doing that, I actually, by focusing on her as an extension of myself, I took away the attention to myself. So, as you said, the moment you face yourself outwards and you try to fix that, it's just an extension of your suffering.
yeah,
And the moment she said, stop paying attention to me because it's not me, it's you. And that's the moment I realized, oh, it's me. And as you say, I think you nicely mentioned that it could be a second phase to where you go in I don't need to listen to anybody. If you're aware enough, you realize it's always you, because that's what's in me, and how I think, how I feel, how I deal with my thoughts, how I deal with my feelings. That creates my reality, but it also creates my suffering. If I avoid it, if I go out of the way, if I exaggerate it, if I negate it or make it smaller than it actually is. So yeah, that's a beautiful realization that you have it in your own, let's say, control, to just let whatever there is in you, just to let it out for yourself, like say within yourself, with yourself. And other people don't even need to know it, because they will reap the benefits of your inner working.
can you tell me about how other people reap the benefits of your inner work?
Um, For me, it's the dynamic, because then kids, but actually just family life. So I have a wife, I have 2 kids, and the moment I'm stressed, or the moment I get frustrated, my body is filled with frustration. So my energy has just this agitated field to it. And the moment I interact with my kids, I have a lack of patience. I have a lack of understanding. I tend to snap more. My sentences get a lot less long. I have, so I get agitated to them. And what do they give to me? The wonderful feedback. Hey, Dad, if you want to be agitated, that's okay. But I'll be agitated to you to show you that this is how you act to me. So I give you a direct reflection of how you interact with me. And then, of course, it's very tempting to say, don't be like that to me. But then I'm actually giving that to her again, or to my son, or to my wife. So that's. I forgot your question. What was your question?
Oh yeah, well, how other people benefit from your inner work.
Oh yeah. So the moment I'm more relaxed, I'm also more relaxed to my kids. And the moment they have tension, and I can offer them, like, if I can offer them open arms and say, hey, I can see you're stressed, I can see you're agitated, come to me. Because I will not do anything with that agitation, or I will not do anything with that stress. But I say, okay, if you're not capable to let it be at the moment, come with me, and I will show you that you can let it be and not do anything with it. Come to me. I can show you how to hug yourself. And then you can also unconsciously, I think, then the other person learns how to do it themselves. I think also that's with me being a father, I think first upheld all these beliefs and must-haves, where let's say these criteria that I had to adhere to. And in this process of unwinding, I think, I also learned that as a father, let's say in your explanation of being the grown-up, it is very important, let's say, I realized that if I guide my kids in life instead of being a father for them, I give them, let's say, the best opportunity to grow as people, or to build their own life. I don't really know how to say it, but I realized that was actually offering the middle way, because I realized, hey, if I act as a grown-up and I don't act as a father, so that I feel really responsible for them, and I need to, let's say, prepare them for society. That's also, I think, I need to prepare them for society. So I was dumping all this information on them, like, but don't forget, when you get old, education is important, and you need to do this, and people will do this to you, and you need to prepare for it.
You were actually saying this?
No, but that was my energy, right?
Yeah, sure.
I was not preaching to them, but I had this thought in my mind, as a father, I need to prepare them for society. Yeah. But it's as simple as them climbing up a tree and me warning them for whatever could go wrong, right? So I do it out of love, but then I realized that if I ask them, okay, do you feel comfortable climbing up the tree? Yeah, you want to do it? Yes. Okay, then go. Have fun. Do it. And then it's just the energy shifts completely in how they can climb a tree, how they see you as a parent, because then suddenly you're not the one warning them for all the dangers, but you're actually supporting them. And then they will also know that they can fall back on you if something goes wrong.
Yeah, if they actually feel that this is what I've noticed, that if I'm, let's say, I'm not trying to push them to do something. I did this sometimes, but not often not. But especially with things like climbing a tree, then usually I'm just like, okay, go. And then when my daughter is older, so when my other daughter can't climb a tree yet, but The older daughter, if she's doing that, then if she finds it dangerous, she's actually calling me.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot more sense because she's feeling the grip of the tree, and she feels when she's perhaps losing control.
Yeah.
And she can, she's a lot better at that in the tree than I am looking down or looking up at the tree and thinking, is she okay, right?
Exactly.
She's actually feeling how the tree is, how the branches are holding her or something like that.
And she feels certain at that point until she doesn't. And the beautiful thing of letting her just explore herself is that it's what you implicitly teach her or show her or whatever is that you trust her with life.
Yeah.
So the moment I notice myself, let's say, warning my kids, then I'm thinking, am I not trusting them to live life? This is not what I want them to. This is not what I want them to feel or to teach them. Yeah. So then I realized, okay, no, let them go. Support them, and they will figure it out themselves.
It's very much also about our boundaries, right? It's not so much about their boundaries. And I can definitely be like, okay, we need to go. I don't have time for accidents, right? So let's go, right? But often, especially when I'm feeling good, I'm like, okay, you go ahead, and then you get the good response as well, because that's so interesting. Because also, I love how kids can be a reflection. So it's a beautiful thing.
Lovely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Floris, for this.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
And if you want to know more about Floris, I'll share a little bit of his links below. So much love. Bye.